I've been homeless here for 6 years.
I learned how to dumpster dive for food, originally over on Venice Beach when I was 12 years old.
It ain't fun out here. Don't trust anybody. I don't know. I don't want to be homeless anymore, that's for sure.
Little things. Wanting to go use the bathroom somewhere and they don't let you. Doctors won't help. Do everything you can to avoid homelessness.
Welcome, Homeless Life Stories.
City of homeless Los Angeles. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to call a sidewalk home in a city as vast as LA? That's the question Homeless Life Stories aims to answer through raw, unfiltered glimpses. Transitioning from the broad picture, let's consider the human side. Why do so many end up here? And what daily hurdles do they face? What surprises you most about these figures in a place known for its wealth? From my perspective, as someone who's walked these streets and listened to countless tales, the true value lies in recognizing that every statistic has a heartbeat, reminding us that empathy starts with seeing beyond the surface. Number 1, the hidden impacts on communities. Beyond the headlines, homelessness ripples through LA's neighborhoods, affecting everything from local economies to community bonds. Take Venice Beach, stretching along 2.5 miles of coastline, where in 2025, the homeless population saw a 12% dip in unsheltered cases. Yet tents still line parts of the boardwalk, blending with the surf culture that draws 16 million visitors annually. This contrast creates tension, as residents in nearby areas report feeling the strain on public spaces, while those without homes seek safe spots amid the ocean breeze. Echo Park, with its 16-acre lake at the center, experienced a 10% reduction in encampments this year, but the park's pathways, once dotted with temporary shelters, now highlight the ongoing need for balanced solutions. If those stories make you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. Meet Maria, a former teacher who lost her apartment after a sudden job loss during the economic shifts of 2023. Now in her mid-50s, she spends her days in a small tent near Echo Park's grassy fields, organizing community book swaps with whatever materials she can gather, holding on to her passion for education as a way to connect with passersby. Her resilience shines through simple acts, like sharing stories with kids who visit the park, turning her hardship into moments of inspiration. If those stories make you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. How does seeing these personal journeys change your view of public spaces in LA? As we move to the root causes, it's clear that understanding the why is key to fostering change. What do you think is the biggest barrier preventing more progress in areas like these? In reflecting on these impacts, I believe the greatest lesson is that communities thrive when we build bridges of understanding, showing that one small act of kindness can ripple outward,
like homeless,
strengthening the fabric of our shared spaces.
And once you get in this situation, it's harder to get out of.
Number 2, unpacking the root causes. Diving deeper, the causes of homelessness in LA are multifaceted, often stemming from affordability issues in a city where the median rent hovers at $2,800 per month. Boyle Heights, a vibrant 6.5-square-mile neighborhood east of downtown, has seen gentrification push out longtime residents, with a 7% uptick in displacement-related homelessness cases noted in early 2025 reports, even as overall numbers trend down. Factors like limited access to mental health resources exacerbate this, with only about 40% of those in need receiving consistent support through public programs. Hollywood, covering 3.5 square miles under its iconic sign, reports a 6% decrease in visible encampments this year, but the area's high living costs, averaging $3,000 for a one-bedroom, continue to fuel the cycle for many. What role do you think rising costs play in your own community? Transitioning now to innovative approaches, we see how LA is turning the tide with fresh ideas. How might addressing these roots earlier prevent more families from facing similar challenges? From where I stand, having witnessed the quiet determination of so many, the message is clear. True progress comes from addressing the unstruggles with compassion, proving that prevention is not just policy, it's a human imperative. Number 3. Innovative solutions on the horizon. LA's response in 2025 builds on momentum, with programs like the expanded Housing First model placing over 5,000 individuals into permanent homes countywide, up 15% from last year. Downtown LA, encompassing 5.8 square miles, benefited from initiatives like Inside Safe, which cleared encampments and housed 2,200 people, leading to an 11% drop in street-level homelessness there. Technology plays a growing role too, with apps connecting users to services in real time, covering areas like Koreatown's 2.7 square miles, where a new pilot program reduced response times for aid by 20%. If those stories make you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. Then there's Jamal, a young artist in his late 20s, who found himself on the streets of downtown after family circumstances shifted unexpectedly. Through a local outreach app, he linked up with a mentorship program, channeling his sketches of city life into community murals that now adorn alley walls, giving him a sense of purpose and a path towards stability. His creativity became his anchor, inspiring others in similar spots to express their own narratives. If those stories make you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. Hey viewers, if you're finding value in these insights from homeless life stories, don't forget to like, comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe for more eye-opening content. Why not share how tech could help in your area? As we shift to community roles, it's evident that collective effort is vital. What innovative tool do you believe could make the biggest difference here? In my experience sharing these tales on homeless life stories, I've learned that innovation isn't just about gadgets, it's about reknitting hope, showing that when we harness creativity, we can light paths out of darkness for everyone.
In the dark and going to sleep for the night and then being woken up by the police.
Number 4, the power of community involvement. Communities are stepping up, with organizations like Union Rescue Mission and Skid Row providing meals to over 3,000 daily, a service that's expanded by 8% in 2025, amid the count's positive shifts. Santa Monica, with its 8.3 square miles along the coast, saw volunteer-driven cleanups and support hubs reduce unsheltered numbers by 13%, fostering safer environments for all. Faith groups across the city, from churches in South LA's 15 square miles to community centers, offered temporary respite, contributing to an overall 8.5% increase in sheltered individuals countywide. If those stories this makes you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. Consider Alina, a mother of two who navigated life in a Santa Monica parking lot after unforeseen hardships. Joining a volunteer-led support circle, she accessed job training and child care resources, gradually rebuilding her family's routine with the help of neighbors who saw her not as a statistic, but as a fellow community member full of potential. Her story of gradual empowerment through shared efforts highlights the warmth of human connection. If those stories this makes you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. How can everyday people like us get involved locally? Moving toward a brighter outlook, these efforts paint a picture of possibility. What community action have you seen that truly inspires change? Reflecting personally, the beauty in these community bonds reminds me that we're all interconnected, teaching us that lending a hand isn't charity. It's investing in a stronger tomorrow for us all. Number 5, looking ahead with hope. LA's 2025 efforts shine with creativity. The Housing First model placed 5,000 into permanent homes, up 15% from 2024, with Santa Monica's 8.3 square miles seeing a 13% drop in unsheltered numbers due to volunteer-led hubs. Technology like real-time aid apps in West LA's 10 square miles cut service delays by 20%, helping 1,000 access resources faster. Green initiatives like modular homes with solar power in South Bay's 12 square miles housed 800 while reducing environmental impact by 10%. If those stories this makes you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. Consider Elena, a mother in Santa Monica, where 600 families received aid in 2025. After months in a parking lot, she joined a community training program, securing a job in a small apartment, her smile now a testament to collective support. Her journey shows what's possible when we lift each other up. If those stories this makes you feel something, please hit subscribe so you never miss what's really happening in America. What innovative idea could help your community? Let's see how communities drive change. How can tech transform support where you live? In sharing these stories for Homeless Life Stories, I've learned that innovation paired with heart can rebuild lives, showing that hope is a tool we all can wield. Number 6, community power in action. From Skid Row's Union Rescue Mission, serving 3,000 meals daily, up 8% in 2025, to faith groups in East LA's 7 square miles offering 500 nightly beds, communities are the backbone of change. Volunteer cleanups in San Gabriel Valley's 200 square miles reduced visible encampments by 7%, while grassroots efforts in West Hollywood's 1.9 square miles supported 400 individuals with job training, boosting employment by 12%. These acts of care bridge divides, turning strangers into neighbors. What's one way you could contribute locally? As we look to the future, hope guides us. What community effort inspires you most? Watching these efforts unfold, I'm convinced that community is our greatest asset, teaching us that every act of kindness builds a stronger, more inclusive city. Number 7. A future of possibility. The 2025 Greater Los Angeles Homeless Count, released by LAHSA on July 14, 2025, marks a historic shift. Homelessness in the county fell 4% to 72,497, the second consecutive year of decline after years of increases. In the city of Los Angeles, the count showed a 3.4% decrease to 43,713 people, with unsheltered homelessness dropping 9.5%, driven by initiatives like Inside Safe, which housed 2,200 in downtown's 5.8 square miles, transforming lives with stable homes. The Antelope Valley, spanning 2,200 square miles, reported a 6% reduction in youth homelessness, with 300 teens finding stability through mentorship programs that offer not just shelter but also education and emotional support to break cycles of hardship. Countywide, 8,000 new permanent housing units, a 10% increase from 2024, use sustainable designs, while the San Gabriel Valley's 200 square miles saw a 7% drop in encampments, thanks to community-led cleanups and support hubs. Homeless Life Stories amplifies these journeys, sharing stories of artists turning walls into hope and families rebuilding through community care, reminding us that every step forward is a victory of resilience. What future do you envision for cities facing similar challenges? Share your thoughts below to keep the conversation alive. How can we build on this hope? From these stories, I've seen that hope is an active choice, proving that together we can create cities where everyone has a place to thrive.